Yo guys, this is What If Go, and today we're going to do a new What If. What if Deku had venom? I know a lot of people have done this, alright, but I'm going to make the original idea. Like, I know it's not original, Kirito's made it, like, a lot of people made it. I know, but they make Deku, like, happy-go-lucky, and Kirito's made him, very sadistic and like that. I'm going to change some things. Yes, sir, I'm going to change some things. Alright? Deku is still an quirkless and like that. Well, instead, I'm gonna say Yue is a college. And I'm gonna say he gets a job, a news reporter job, alright, at the age of 16. Alright? And the life support, the place where they get the symbiotes and like that, the life area. What? He basically is supposed to interview there. And he's doing Uraraka, everything's going good for him. Alright? For 2 years, he's been dating Uraraka. Alright? The UA starts at the age of 19. And Uraraka's not the ship. I'm not gonna kill her off. Basically, because this is the first time I'm not gonna kill her off. But yeah. What? Deku? He's interviewing the life company, alright? He finds out about the symbiotes and like that. And then what? Deku, well, he doesn't care that he's quirkless or like that. But yeah. So what? Deku is interviewing them, and he's considered a loser in this plan because I might say only 1% of the world is quirkless, and everybody bullies him and like that. So yeah. What? Deku, alright, interviews the life. Hi. He says, he says, is it true that you're gathering some new life force so that you can, some new life forms from different planet, so that you can make humans evolve even further than what they are now, like that? And the guy said, no, I don't know what you're talking about. He says, there's clearly some evidence suggesting like that you found some new life force like that. Then he says, just take him away. Then he says, hey, we're not done with the interview, I have so many questions like that. Then what, yeah. Then, the boss calls Izuku. Then what he says, Izuku, you know that you've been no, he says, I'm firing you. He says, you're fired. So he says, what? He says, yeah, you're fired. You're no longer working here. And also you can get out. Nobody wants you here. You quirkless loser. And then he gets flashbacks of being called quirkless loser like that. And he's still by the way, he's still in school. He's 17, he's still in school, alright? He gets bullied every day, he has scars all over him. Like that. But Uraraka gets fired because she wants this job so that she can support her family before she becomes a hero. What? She says, I can't believe you, Izuku. Like that, Deku. I can't believe you, Deku, like that. You're a quirkless nobody. Nobody likes you, nobody loves you. You know what? I'm breaking up with you. She says, no. The what? She grabs her stuff and then leaves. Izuku goes back, she takes all of his money. She takes his stuff and like that, and she leaves. And then what? Izuku basically is broke. Alright, nobody wants to hire him because he's quirkless. Like that. So yeah. That's how I'm going to do it. Like in the movie. And what? Deku is basically considered a loser. Alright, everything fucking fucks for him. So yeah, what? Izuku is now what? I'm gonna say that he basically got the same job as Eddie. He's looking for jobs the same as Eddie. And he's living in the same apartment. Alone, and he wants to be a hero, but he can't. Because he doesn't have a quirk. Alright, but he works out his body, don't worry. He works out his body. He has a six-pack and everything. Alright, but Uraraka didn't see it because he never got naked with her. She never saw that he was six-pack. He always wore like a jacket and it was always hiding his body. So yeah. And he has 14 inches, so she missed out on that too. So what Deku, okay, what I'ma say the venom escaped from the life high. And the guy said, SMBO has escaped. And by the way, he has like what was the other guy of symbiote's name? Riser? Like I forgot his name. You can tell me down in the comments. But I know he's like one of the strongest symbiotes, like the strongest one. And Venom is considered a loser on his planet because why? I think he wants to do heroic things. He wants to do heroic things. And he also wants to, and he's like kind of weak to consider to them. So yeah, he's considered a loser on this planet. But he's not going to be weak anymore. Hold on, let me give it. I'm gonna be right back. So, anyways, what Deku? All right, he's basically like training in the woods. All right, and I'm gonna say Venom is there. He gets into the backpack, and Deku stays there. I'm gonna say Inko. Once she found out he was quirkless, she's not best mom. She abuses him too. So what? She basically he came home. Venom was in the bag. I'm gonna say he was peeking out a little. He saw Izuku getting high. He said, "You worthless loser. Nobody wants you. I wish you were never born. I wish you were like your sister. Like you're a worthless loser. Nobody wants you like that." Because he has a sister, and that sister's name is Izumi. But she's not a good sister. She's basically like bullying him also. Like she bullied him since age of 4. And what? They don't know Izuku's body mass, so they keep beating him. And Venom like gets flashbacks of him being like ridiculed as a loser on this planet. And Izuku's basically a loser on this planet. Like he's one like every 100 people there's one person. So yeah, there's like 1% of the whole population is quirkless. So yeah. What Izuku? Alright, he is basically like not training, yeah. What he basically endures all of that, then why he goes to sleep. Venom, alright, he goes into Izuku. He basically goes in there, and Izuku wakes up. He sees like there's something going up like high. Where he sees his hand like there's black tendrils like going inside of him, like a black goo inside of him. But he's like sleep deprived, not sleep deprived, but he's sleep paralyzed. Like he cannot move. So Venom went inside, and then Deku was like wake up with cold drops on his face. And by the way, he lives with his mother like that, so yeah, this is the day she kicks him out. What she like gives him she basically has little to no things basically because she doesn't buy him. What she gives him his things and then she says, "You take this and leave. I don't want to be known as the mother of a quirkless loser." Yeah, and this is where she messed up. He got Venom. So yeah, what Deku, alright, he goes out of the house, and what I would say people throwing things at him saying, "Loser, go die, nobody wants you," like that. And Venom inside his head, god damn, I know I was a loser, but damn, like just because he doesn't have power, yeah, this is perfect host. So what Deku, alright, he buys an apartment for himself. He goes to the mirror, he sees like his eyes are like Venom. He just jumps back, says, "What the hell?" He blinks, then it's gone. He just goes, takes a shower. After finishing the shower, he sees his face like Venom face. And then he basically goes back to the bathtub, same as how Eddie went. And then he said, "Zuku," like that. Izuku said, "Who are you? Where?" Like, hi. Izuku said, Venom said, "I am dear." Oh, hold on. Let me just put a good Venom voice. I am Venom. You are my host. Izuku like says, "Host? What do you mean by host?" No. He doesn't say what do you mean by host. He's not shy, timid, high. No, he's basically like depressed. Izuku basically like that. He says, "I don't care anymore if I'm a host or like that." So Venom checks through his memories and sees that he's been bullied all of his life. And then he got a girlfriend, then she broke up with him. So yeah. Well, Venom, alright, he's busy like saying, "How are you still standing?" Like, Izuku says, "What do you mean?" He says, "How are you still standing after all those tournaments, after all those bullying, and being called a loser, being called quirkless, as you people say it like that?" And he says, "I don't know, maybe just because I don't give a fuck." And by the way, Izuku's going to change how he looks, alright? He's going to change how he looks. Yeah. So he wants to change how he looks, but he can't. The Venom says in his brain that he wants to change how he looks. Venom says, "I can help you with I can help you with many things." Izuku says, "What do you mean?" He says, I can do two things that you wish, to get power, and also to change how you look." Izuku says, "What do you mean?" Venom says, I'm a parasite from another planet, and basically I am blah 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 about Venom. Izuku says, "So basically you are a symbiote from another planet that gives you powers and like that." Venom says, "Yes." Izuku says, okay. Like, he puts on like a devilish smile and says, "I'll show them and he says in his mind, "I'll show them that they wronged me and like that." So yeah, what Venom, Izuku basically, and Venom, what Venom changes how he looks. This is how he looks like right now. Yes, sir. He looks like this right now. Because I must say that he looks like this, but with green hair, green eyes, with freckles and everything like that. He's smaller, but Venom changed his height, changed his like DNA, made his hair black, made his eyes dark blue. Alright, and he changed how his hair looks. But I know that isn't the power of Venom, but hey, he did it. He does it for Izuku, because he feels bad for him. So Izuku says, "Alright, partner. I'm going to go get some piercings." And yeah, where he goes get some piercings on his ear, basically. And he changes his attitude. Right, he's basically edgelord. Sasuke basically. Not a male tsundere. No. Somebody told me like in another what if, like he's basically, just say he's a male tsundere. Listen, there are differences. Emo, alright, is like is basically like being depressed from life and like that, and being high. Hold on, be right back. So yeah, what Izuku is basically like, um, Izuku is basically like with Venom. What is he doing? Izuku, Venom told him all of his powers, like he can he can regenerate his body fast. He can basically survive through ice, anything except fire. He says, "My two weaknesses are sound and fire." Izuku says, okay. And then why he says, also, I can make weapons out of my tentacles. I can swing with the webs. I'm giving him powers from Marvel, Venom, and also powers from Venom the movie. He can swing with webs. He can basically do all of that. And yeah, Izuku says, okay. Then what? Izuku says, okay, we're going to work on your weaknesses, Venom. Venom says, what? He says, yeah. You don't think I'm just going to keep your weaknesses there? Me and you, we will cooperate and we will become stronger with our weaknesses and like that because there's 10 months of training now. Izuku still didn't sign up for your way. Everybody's making fun of him, but yeah, they don't know where Izuku went basically because he didn't arrive at school for like around 6-7 months. So yeah, what Izuku basically is training with Venom on this fire for 5 months, and Venom keeps getting out and keeps coming back basically, but his fire resistance going up and up. Basically, the fire, basically, you know how it's not like where Venom actually has to get out of Izuku or like he cannot regenerate or anything from fire. No, Izuku basically can. It feels like a tingle, like you know how somebody's pinches you. That's what it feels like for Venom basically, and for Izuku, and for the sound, it's basically like how not somebody screams in your ear. You know how Venom and Eddie reacted to sound. Yeah, he's working on that. Izuku's ears are bleeding, but Venom keeps hearing them. His hearing went way up. He can hear like from he can hear as much as a fox and as a wolf. They can hear really far. So yeah, what? And basically, he tried enhancing his eyesight. All right. He kept looking far away, but his eyes were bleeding, and Venom were healing them. And he can look through a kilometer, like a kilometer away, if he tries. So yeah. What Izuku is basically like, alright. You know what? At the 10th, there's like 1 week left. He won't have one for all, alright? Like, people in his neighborhood are making fun of him. So what? He moves out of the neighborhood, alright? So yeah, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on, give me a second. Anyways, I'm back. So what? Izuku basically moves out. I moves into the apartment. So yeah, what? And the ship is going to be Mount Lady. Because you know what? It looks like the girl from the anime. Not from the fucking anime, from the movie. She looks like her, so yeah. I must say, I must say that, what if Deku was Ghostface? I must say somebody's posing, somebody's Ghostface, alright? Well, she was about to get stabbed. No, no, no. Yeah, I'm taking this from like Black All Might. All right, I'm sorry, Black All Might. Like shout out to him. He's a really good YouTuber. He makes things really awesome. All right, but I'm taking this. I'm not taking the idea, but I'm like using one of the scenes that you used. You know when Mount Lady was about to get stabbed in the head. What Izuku arrived there and said, "What are you doing to her?" And then he said, "Oh, another hero. Time to kill." Like he was about to stab my old lady. A black tendril grabbed him by the neck. My old lady was still awake, and she saw Izuku basically saving her. What Izuku said, "You're hunting heroes, huh? Well, you know what I'm going to do to you." The what? He went full on venom. He said, then the guy said, "Who are you?" Then Izuku like made the high said, "We." He said, "We are Venom." The what? He went the high went ate Ghostface because yeah, Ghostface is dead. The what? My lady was dying. The what? Izuku made a black tendril go inside of her. All right, and it healed her up. And then what? It came back. Then Izuku got the Mount Lady's quirk. Then she said, "Thank you. Who are you?" He said, "I'm you." I'm gonna say he changed his name. Hold on, let me find a good Japanese name. He said, Haru Itsuki. She fell in love with him basically because why? The same day, all right. She was cheated on by Kamui Woods cheated on her with like a random civilian basically. And yeah, she broke up with him. She was about to die, but Izuku saved her, so she fell in love with him. And she said, then what? She basically was knocked out. Like Izuku basically, what? The League of Heroes were trying to find Ghostface, but they couldn't. Like I'm gonna say that they couldn't find him. So what? Izuku brought Mount Lady to the high, basically to the hospital. Then what? Then what? Mount Lady was like holding on tight, basically. The what? Like they said, what happened? He said, Ghostface tried to attack her, but I saved her at the right time. Then they said, huh, pretty heroic kid. Anyways, did you use your quirk? He said, no, I didn't use my quirk. And Mount Lady sees that he doesn't want to get arrested, so she said, barely cautious, yeah, he didn't use his quirk. Then what? She fell unconscious, fully unconscious. And they said, alright. Then what? They took her to the hospital. Then she has to rest in the hospital. And Izuku stayed by her side. Then I'm like inside of his head, hey, kid, looks like you found somebody interesting. Izuku said, yeah, looks like it because she looks kind of cute, honestly. Mom says, I sense that she doesn't have malice in her. Like that, then Izuku says, okay. Like Venom can sense malice, like bad intent. Hold on, I'll be right back. So, anyways, last time I left off, not Deku. Alright, was sitting next to Mount Lady's bedroom. Alright, like hospital room. The what? Oh yeah, I forgot. Kami Woods died before Mount Lady. So yeah, what? He was sitting next to her, basically. Alright. And then was in the middle of the night. What? She basically got back to consciousness. Though she woke up, she saw Izuku. Basically, she saw somebody sitting next to her. And what? She got scared a little. She opened like the lamp next to her. She saw Izuku sleeping. Alright, and she saw medicine next to her. She saw Izuku. He's just staying there. And then what? She felt like her heart was racing. Basically, she fell in love even more. Alright. The what? She went kissing on the lips. The what? The what? Venom was like laughing outside his mind. He woke up Izuku. Izuku saw, like, woke up to her kissing him. Then what? He didn't refrain. Kissed back. She was like red. Said, "Thank you for saving me from Ghostface." He said, "Yeah, no problem, Mount Lady, or you. Your real name is." She said, "Yeah." The what? Izuku said, and then he said, "You should be more careful. It's all right. Like, if you what he said, if you then what he gave her his number, and then he said, if you need anything, call me. All right." Then what? Before he left, he winked and he said, "Jana," or like he said, "All right, good night." And then he left. Basically, what? You know how her hearts are pink here? Imagine this. You see this? What a pink dot? Yeah, it turned into a heart. Basically, because Izuku saved her life from Ghostface, and basically, what he told her if she needs anything. So she started texting me like that, and Izuku told her that he's going to take the UA entrance exam. She said, "Oh, I'm going to give you a recommendation then." Izuku said, thank you, I guess. And by the way, he fully changed his name to Soka Itsuki. So yeah. Well, Deku, alright, he was, and by the way, sorry, because my dad called like a couple of minutes ago. So yeah. What, Izuku is basically like, basically like hanging out with my lady, like talking with her, and like that. So yeah. What, Izuku, alright, he basically, one night, no, what, Izuku basically went to the UA entrance exam. Look this, my man. He came in looking like this Maji. Alright? The girls were staring at him. The guys were looking at jealousy. Alright? I'm gonna say, what? Izuku was walking there. Then he entered the recommend, and not the recommend. No. He said, flashback. When Maori would give him the recommendation, he just said, nah, I want to test out my power. I want to see how strong I've gotten since then. She said, but you killed Ghostface. Because in this universe, you can kill villains only if it's like last ditch effort. Alright? And he killed Ghostface. And yeah. What Izuku basically, what he went to the normal exam. Sat down. Then what Prison Michael explained everything. He wasn't mumbling to himself because yeah, he's in the same Midoriya. What? And the life high, yeah, they got taken down. The high was killed basically. Riser was killed by the old Venom, so yeah, that guy doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, and so yeah, Izuku basically and Riser, not Riser. Izuku basically and Venom, they went to the exam. They did the first exam. Venom was looking at other people's papers. He looked especially at Momo's paper. They told him all the answers. Alright. Izuku was already smarter than Momo, but he didn't know one of them, and he took it off Momo. Because that one subject, right, you couldn't die, but you had to be super rich to understand that subject. So he cheated off Momo from Venom. And yeah. Well, Izuku basically, Izuku went to the practical. He was walking to the front. Yeah, he stopped there. I know we're going to go and we'll talk to the girl that put it on Uraka. Izuku noticed it was Uraka, so he looked at her with hatred, but he didn't see it. He says, I would never talk to her in my life. But what Ida said, yeah, sure. If I let you go, you go talk to her and distract her, and no chances. Izuku basically slapped his hand away, and then just walked to the front. Then when the gates opened, Prison Mike didn't say go. Izuku turned into Venom, and while he was going around destroying robots, basically like that. And hold on, be right back. Sorry, my brother and sister came in the room. They're fucking annoying as shit. So yeah, what Izuku basically what he was going around destroying robots like while he's swinging basically with Venom, alright. And what he got around 1,200 points. And Midnight, my lady was there, alright. She was like watching, and she basically had hearts in her eyes because that's her Izuku-kun. They're not dating yet, but she was basically going like if any girl tries to touch him, yandere mode basically. Not in front of the cameras, but like normal public basically, where nobody high. So yeah, what? Izuku basically is going around destroying robots. Then he finished. Then he swung. The way he deactivated the thing, he swung with the like. He let out the spider web with his normal base, like not using venom, but he has like the powers of venom, without, and he has powers of like venom. He can use venom, like to make his own suit, alright. But he can also use venom, or he can make venom take control. But he told Venom not to like kill people, not to kill bad people unless it's absolutely necessary, and he will give him, and he will make it, and he will eat anything Venom wants. So yeah, Izuku basically a train, not train. What he stayed there, what he saw the 0 point come. The what Izuku basically what saw Uraraka under the rubble. What he said, hey Four Eyes, save her. The what is hold on, my brother came in the fucking room again. Yeah, sorry about that. What he said Four Eyes, or like hey Four Eyes, save that girl, and I will take care of the 0 pointer. Then he said okay. Though Ida saved Uraka, Uraka fell in love with Ida. Because why the fuck would I make Izuku ex Uraka? She's a hoe. She's a bitch. Nobody likes her. I mean, some people like her. Like in the canon, she's not a bitch, but like, hey, I'm getting way too influenced from Chiron, so yeah, you can't blame me. And by the way, did you guys hear like how Chuck E. Cheese got shut down? It fucking got shut the fuck down. It got shut down because 6 kids went missing. And my friends basically on Discord, like the other warfers, like Master Blaster and Danny the Panini man, we were talking about it, and then what Master Blaster said, "Oh God, please tell me we don't have it in real life." And if you get what he means by we have it in real life, you know what I mean by in real life. So yeah, what Izuku basically what he went into Venom, and then what he got like a piece of the Vizier Ponte, like he was going he swung up to his face, the way he go high, the way he slashed all the way to his right leg, and the way the Vizier Pointer fully exploded, and the way the rubble was going all around, the way Izuku basically was doing webs, and he was bringing them to him, and why he webbed all the rubbles together, and yeah, saving like multiple people, getting like 160 hero points and 1,200 villain points. So yeah, like I must say that almost is another good opportunity for a good hero. But I need to find Ghostface and I need to bring him to justice. Then Nezu said, "Oh, just Ghostface was killed already." Almost says, "What?" Then he says, "Yeah, you see that kid, right?" Almost says, "Yes." Nezu said, "Well, he's the person who defeated Ghostface and saving Lady in the process." And Omar was shocked. He said, Lady, are you alright?" Like that. He said, "Yeah, thanks to him, I'm okay. Like, I can still become a hero because of him." Like that. And then what she said about how, like, Izuku's very dreamy like that. And yeah. And Midnight said, "I'm going to race you for him. Like, I'm going to get him for myself." Then Mount Lady said, "Oh yeah?" She said, "Yeah." Then because Mount Midnight is just started, and Mount Lady is basically like away, like 2 steps away from being his girlfriend. Basically, how she has his number. They're best friends. What they make? She made out with him once, and basically, he has a crush on her. She has a crush on him, like a fucking massive crush. Like Yuno has for Yuki, like Yandere, basically, like that big of a crush, like spying. Yeah, she does that. She spies on him like Hinata spies on Naruto. So what Naruto, or not Naruto, Izuku, basically what he will finish and he was going out. Everybody is surprised and how the way he just swung out and he was at the gate. The what midnight Mao lady said, "Izuku, Hisoka, nice job." Like while hugging him, he said thanks. Midnight like who saw this and she was kind of angry because Mao lady got a start. Already he got a head start, and they said, "You want to go grab a bite?" Like he said, and then what? Basically, what he said, they were walking together to the beach. It's like a romantic scene right now. So yeah, what? Basically, she confessed, and Izuku accepted. Like he was tomato red, not tomato red. He was like blushing and said, "Yeah, I love you too." They kiss, and then yeah, then they start going out, one dates, and Midnight's like, "Damn it!" Then yeah, well, Izuku is basically like dating Mount Lady right now. So what? Like 2 weeks pass and they get the letter, alright? And Izuku gets the letter like that, and it shows Mount Lady on it. It says, "Hey babe, you got into UA, and you're there, and you beat All Might and like that to score." Then yeah, she says, "Well, welcome to UA. I hope I see you there." Like then what? Yeah. Then she winked and then she blew a kiss and she turned off. So yeah, well, Izuku basically, well, he destroyed the thing so that nobody can see what's in there. No, he kept it like in a secret place, like to remember her by if she died or something like that, like a memorial. Basically, like to remember her by whenever he's home. And she already has a body pillow of him at home. So yeah, what Izuku basically what day pass, what he goes to UA. So what everybody's staring at him. Alright, he goes to class 1A. The what he says, very nice here. And yeah, basically Venom is stronger than Wolf for all if you don't know. But like, yeah, Izuku basically and Venom have been talking to their best friends. So yeah, what? Izuku goes and sits down. Oroka says, "Thank you for." Oroka says to Izuku, "Thank you for saving me like that." She expects him to blush because of that, but like because of that, but he said, "No problem. Can you get out? Can you go away now?" She said, "But is it like nice for I keep going to talk to you?" He said, "No, I've seen Kyura." He just like he sits down. And then what Anime says, "Oh, comes up says the same thing." Then what Orochi says, "What about orientation?" And then what Izuku basically just got up and got the thing. Then what he swung out the window. The way he swung back into like the locker. It just says, "Follow his example." Like hi. And yeah, what Izuku basically he got the stuff. Like he was changing. Then at the boys' locker room, they went in there. They saw Izuku's buff as hell. Hold on, be right back. So, anyways, what Izuku basically what they saw him like I forgot midnight or not midnight lady. She was one of the only people that saw how physique Izuku was, like 8 pack, fucking muscular as fuck, and not high but like future Trunks buff, but a little bit more buffer. So like yeah, she basically became a yonder, like a girl that tries to like steer him away. Yeah, she basically turn yonder, like eyes will go black, and she will basically she will basically like have killing intent. So yeah, what Izuku basically midnight a Mount Lady, I mean, yeah, they're dating 100%. So yeah, what he isn't interested in any girls. The what? Cause she says, "Whoa, bro, how do you have that?" And he says, "I always chill with that." The what? He says, "Whoa, bro, that's so manly." Then yeah, well, Izuku basically swings out the window. He's first one outside. Then Mr. Zhao says, nice." He said, "Nice timing like that," because it was like at 1 minute point. Like he told him to get down there in 1 minute, and Izuku got down perfect in 1 minute. He said, "Nice timing." He said, "Thanks, Aizawa sensei." The what? Like everybody went down. Like the girls are staring at Izuku, but like Izuku doesn't care. He throws the ball to Izuku. Said, "You got first place." Baku says, "What?" Like that. Then what? He said, "You got first place. You use this and die." What Izuku basically said, "You ready?" And said, "You ready, Venom?" Venom said, "Yeah, Izuku. Oh, yeah, partner." And what Izuku basically like made back turns in his hand, then threw it, and he got like 100,000 meters. And what he then what Mr. Zhao was shocked. So yeah, what Izuku basically Izuku like got a first and everything. Always thinking about giving one for to Izuku, and he will give one for to Izuku. Don't worry, not Izumi. And by the way, I forgot about Izumi. Well, Izumi is there, and she's like fucking angry that somebody got higher than her. And by the way, Izuku's his big brother. So yeah. And by the way, he has two older sisters that actually cared about him. but like they're trying to find him every fucking single day, but they can't. And yeah, and they're going to share him. Like two fucking older sisters. Both of them are like half sisters. Like, step bro, what are you doing? That type of shit. All right, but yeah, what Izuku basically. I'll show you pictures of them. This is the first one. All right, her name is Yugito. All right, and here's the second one. Her name is Yumi. All right, Yumi and Yugito. They've been trying to fight Izuku for a long time, but they couldn't. So yeah, Izuku basically what he sees them as UA teachers. He says, damn those two. Because once they heard he was quirkless, what they vowed to protect him. But he doesn't remember because they weren't in the house, they were living alone, but yeah. Well, Izuku basically and Venom, they are like, hi. Well, Izuku basically is like, is basically like in getting first and everything. The All Might pulls Izuku to the side and says, what's the true hero? He asks him because he sees that Izuku's powerful, but he wants to ask him what's a true hero. Izuku says a true hero is a person who saves people no matter what the cost is. And they don't care about fights. They don't care about fighting villains. They don't care about fame. They don't care about high. They care about saving people and bringing hope to people that that villains will not take over the world, and the true hero will save them and will always high. The one for users are impressed with this answer. So is All Might. All Might saw his physique, or he said, "Take off your shirt. I want to see what we're working with," because he asked Izuku, "Do you want one for all?" Izuku said, "Sure." And Venom told him why did he say sure so easily? Venom told him that one for all will make Venom stronger, and it will make Izuku stronger. So yeah, he saw Izuku basically having future Trunks physique. Alright, not a Shimura Khan got a little bit of nosebleed, but yeah. Well, he gave Izuku like the quirk. The what Izuku ate the hair. The what he used one for all full cowling. 60%. He can use 60%. And by the way, Yumi and Yugito's quirks. Yumi's quirk is like an not enhancement, like a really strong grass, like nature quirk. Nature and nature and ice. And Yugito's is like a really strong fire from her father, and grass and ice is from her mother. Grass and ice are from her mother, and Izumi basically she has ice, grass, and fire. So yeah, but Izuku got venom, and by the way, his original quirk activated from One for All, and his original quirk is fire, water, ice. He can. These are only 4 elements. All right, from his original quirk that Venom activated for him. That's how he used to hide. Fire and sound. Fire, sound, and ice. That's it. Fire, sound, and ice. That's his original quirks. Because yeah, well, Izuku and Izuku basically and Venom, they have like this best cooperation. Like, yeah, what Venom so what Izuku, like, they say the heroes versus villains. Izuku works out with that costume, with this one basically. He walks out with this. Everybody's like, the girls are nosebleeding, the guys are jealous like that. Then Izuku. By the way, Mao Lady like Mao Lady's like seeing like 2 girls, and like 2 girls suspecting some Izuku for somebody, because obviously Izuku actually had the same hairstyle as this guy. Basically, he had the same hairstyle, but it was green. So they're wondering, is that Izuku or not? But I'm going to reveal in the sports festival. So yeah, what? They say Hisoka Itsuki and Uraraka versus Bakugo and Ida. The what Uraraka says the same thing about the costume started like that, but Izuku doesn't blush at all. So what Izuku basically basically what he freezes the whole place with ice, and then what he just like brings the webs up, and then what he goes there and touches the bomb without even dealing with the other two, and then what he uses fire. So like they're like Yugito and Yumi are suspecting even more. Like they're 50-50, but they don't want to ask him yet. So yeah, what Izuku basically is like is first place. Alright, is like with Uraraka first place. Well, she tried to go hug him, but Izuku sidestepped and said, "I don't." He sidestepped and just kept walking away. So what Izuku basically is like. After a couple of days, the USJ comes. The what Mr. Zhao says we're going to do the USJ, and they have the dorms early. So Izuku basically, after the sports festival, there's a lot of things going to happen. Well, Izuku basically is like like mm, on the bus, like sitting next to Mount Lady. They're talking about quirks. Then when they ask Izuku, "What's your quirk?" He says, "My quirk, I have two quirks." They say, "What's your quirks?" And by the way, he has fire, sound, ice, and grass. Yeah, his quirk is basically like quarter quirk. What he says, I have two quirks. My first quirk is called venom. I my first quirk is called black tendrils. I can shoot black tendrils. I can make like black tendrils like go around my body, and I can use webs like spider webs from them, and and it enhances my strength, it enhances my speed, my durability, my high, gives me regeneration, gives me high, and yeah, basically, and also I have also like a quarter quirk. They say quarter quirk. It says yes, I have quarter ice, quarter ice, no quarter fire, quarter sound, quarter ice, and quarter grass. They're suspecting even more. Like the two sisters, like they're suspecting even more. Like Izumi doesn't fucking care. She's way too arrogant. So yeah, what Izuku basically, they arrive at the USG. The whole shebang about 13. Izuku doesn't fanboy, but Orox sure as hell fanboys. What the USJ, then the attack happens. Izuku turns into Venom, starts beating on all the villains. Then the Nomu comes. Shigaki sees like a black guy, black huge thing. He's like, "What the fuck? Is that a Nomu?" Izuku says, Venom says, "No." Then what? They open the eyes and say, "We, we are Venom." The what? The what? Izuku basically goes and eats the Nomu's head off. And then what? He's the way. Then what? He's web Shigaraki, but Kurogiri teleports Shigaraki out of there. And Izuku deals with all the rest of the villains, like the webs. All right, like he transforms. The way he brings all the villains back, like to the high, and they capture them. And then Maole says, "Are you okay, Hisoka?" He says, yeah, I'm okay, you. Like that, so yeah. So what Izuku basically and Hisoka, no, Hisoka basically, his name is Hisoka. What? He changed his name to Hisoka, but like, yeah. Izuku basically is like he said they have the 2 week break, and what I'm gonna say that Deku's dad is like also it was good to him, even though he was quirky, he was good to him, but like he had to work in America far away, and his mother and his mother, like the mother basically, like Izuku's mother and his like, younger sister, they were the ones that were bullying him, scratching him, scarring him, and like that. And the 2 sisters were busy with the hero work, but like they had a crush on Izuku. So yeah, because they're not blood related, mind you, they're not blood related. They're like adopted, basically. They're like 2 years older than Izuku, so that I can make this work. So what Izuku basically, and Izuku is like training in these 3 weeks, and yeah, he basically went on more dates with Mount Lady, and he promised her the day after the sports festival, so she's excited for that because she doesn't know how big it is, but like she senses that it's pretty big. So yeah, what Izuku basically is like going to the US Sports Festival. But what Midnight says the same thing. The race, the what they say 3, 2, Izuku just walk all the way to the back. Hold on, be right back. Anyways, I'm back. What Izuku is basically like they went to the back. The what they said go, everybody launches, and Todoroki does the same thing. The what Izuku basically like Black Tendrils High. The way he swings himself, he's already at the 0 pointers. Why he turns into Venom. The what he just Venom is just going ham on the robots. The what he hold on, be right back. I'm sorry that I'm cutting too much. Hold on. Anyways, I'm back. The fucking annoying family, I swear to God. What Izuku basically, he was going around as Venom, running really fast. He's swinging as Venom. Well, like they're terrified. They're kind of like freaked out from what his quirk actually is. Then what he reached the minefield. Then what Izuku just swung, like he just jumped over the whole minefield and arrived like at the middle of the like at the front of the gate, and then he detransformed, and then they say number 1 is Hisoka Itsuki. Then yeah. Then like the cavalry battle. Fucking God! Sorry guys, I'm back. I had a fucking long talk with my family. So anyways, what Izuku basically in the cavalry battle, he teamed up with Mei Hatsume, Todoroki, what do you call Momo, and Tokoyami. Then what Izuku basically what he once people can get close, he shot the back tendrils at them and shot them away basically. So yeah, what Izuku basically Baku tried to get him. What Izuku basically like formed into Venom, then jumped up, basically like swung to the pole area. What he jumped down and kicked Baku in the face. The way he swung back to his friend, to like his high teammates. Then what? Yeah. Then they got first. Then for the 1v1s, Deku versus Shinso. What Shinso basically, he beat Shinso really easily. I'm just going to skip. All right, Todoroki, yeah, he beat him easily. With like Ida, he beat him easily. Bakugo, he beat him easily. Then Izuku versus Izumi. Then what? Izumi said, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to be number one like this. Then what Izuku said, you really aren't going to touch you. And by the way, he doesn't have one for all. I'm sorry. He doesn't have one for all. Like, scratch what I said about one for all. Izumi has one for all. So what Izuku basically like says, she tried to go at Izuku. Izuku said, you know, you always were arrogant. You always said, like, I'm going to, she said, tell me what's your real name, like that. Izuku said, I'm going to say everything about me while we're fighting. And everybody was listening in close. The what Izuku basically, what we're fighting. I was born in a family of a mother, father, and two sisters, and one of them was my younger sister. And basically, what the father loved the son, and even though basically from that, like he was treating the son right, but once he learned he was quirkless, he didn't care. But the mother didn't care about the son. She was always abusing him, beating him, like that. And the younger sister was any better. She bullied me. She beat me up. Well, he's dodging right now while you're saying that. All right. The what Izuku basically permeated through the ground, basically with his clothes, and then he appeared right behind her, and then kicked her to the side, but not outside of the arena. And then he said, then I had two older sisters. Those two older sisters were never there, but I know that they treated me nice. They didn't care if I was quirkless or not. They didn't care about that. But they only but they weren't there because they were busy doing school and hero work and like that. So I was always bullied and like that. The what flashback, Izuku was like once once he was like 6 or 8. What Izumi is he like got a chair and beat him with the chair, right? And then what? She sat on top. She put her head over Izuku's head, and she said, "You're just a stepping stone. You're just a stepping stone. You're worthless. Nobody wants you." And yeah, like that. Then Izuku basically wept and got a chair from the stands. And like Prison Mike's chair. Prison Mike said, "Hey, that's my chair." He said, "I'll give it back. Just don't worry." Prison Mike. He started beating her with the chair. All right. He beat her with the chair. Then she got on the ground. She was about to get up. Then he put his foot over her head and said, "You're just a stepping stone. You're worthless. Nobody wants you," like that. And she was like, "No, it can't be." Izuku basically, he activated Mao Lady's quirk, and he activated Venom. All right. And then he activated he just activated Venom's high. Alright. He grabbed her by the head. By the black tendrils by the head. Threw her. He ran over there really fast, grabbed her by the head and threw her back. He's playing ping pong right now. He kicked her in the air, then kicked her down. And he appeared right in front of her with basically black eyes instead of light blue. It's dark, like full on black. And then he said, "And yes, I am your older brother, Izuku Midoriya." And everybody's like, what? She says, "Wait, that's Izuku?" Then Izuku's like, she's way too scared out of her pants because this is the person that she used to bully and like that. So Izuku basically grabbed her by the hair and yeeted her, and then she said, "What are you?" He activated the thing and said, "We are Venom." He just yeeted her out of the arena. They said, Itsuki wins. Then yeah, what is? Then Omar tried to give him the height. Izuku said, "I'm going to put this on myself. I don't need anybody to put it on." Though he put it on, the two big sisters were crying that was Izuku. The what Izuku basically what he was coming back, like to her. Midnight said, Maoli said, "Wait, your real name is Izuku?" He said, "No, but that's my forgotten. That's my old name. My real name is Hisoka." The what? Like the two older sisters went and hugged him. They said, "Izuku, we were looking all over for you for the past, I don't know, lot of years. Where were you?" Like that. Izuku said, "I'm sorry. They just brutally beat me like that." And yeah. So that's where I'm going to be leaving off part 1 to what if Deku had Venom. And I'm sorry for the many cuts. It's because I have an exam on Tuesday and my parents are fucking being annoying and yeah. And my siblings are just coming in the room and out all the time. So yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah. I'll see you guys next time. One of the goals. See you guys. Bye bye.